seat. Wait a minute. Somebody said they want to leave the sun visors in. I guess not.
That wouldn't be a good idea.
Not really. You ready to come around? Watch that glass, Tom. I think they want to save it. Well, Tom, I believe this car is going to fall apart. Lay it down gently over there. They want to save it, I believe. I want to tell you, I'm going to show you something. It's an old car, you know, and cars are hard to get. We're in Halifax, Nova Scotia. People, like everywhere, they're holding on to their cars. And this car here is, although it may look solid on the outside, I'm just leaning on the door. But if you give it a good shake, that's the frame. This is a hardtop convertible, and the frame starts from the bottom up. So, but it's on this side, so it should be safe. But the car is not going to stay together. It's definitely going to fall apart. We can almost guarantee that because it's rusted out. So, you know, we're going to have that problem with it. And you know, we've put some tape on it to hold the front of it together. So what this is, so nothing flies off and gets in the, into the driver, you know, which is me. And in this case, it could hit you in the face and cause some damage, you know, so you don't want to do that. This side also, fenders usually go first. You know, there's a lot of rust, a lot of salt, and of course we're near the ocean. You know, so there you have the reason why the car doesn't really have a good chance to make a world record. But it doesn't run that bad. It doesn't run that good, neither. Really, wish I had another car, but unfortunately, we're going to have to go with this situation. So I anticipate a good jump, but I don't. It'd be a record. It'd be a miracle, you know. It should be all right. Yeah. Well, this ain't going to hurt the collarbone.
Thank you.
Yeah. Start it, Tom. Start it for me.
I won't look at you. I'll just be able to look for a picture.
Ready? Okay, Randy.
Have a good ride, man.
Easy on the foot. Go and tell the people. Tell them not to go away. Tell them not to go away.
Don't go away.
Easy on the foot.
Just leave it, man.
Where's the ambulance crew? Where's the ambulance crew? Watch the ankle, please. Oh, shit, there goes that ankle again. Randy! Tom, where are you? Tom.
I'm right here.
How far did I get? How far did I get?
You got it. Last one.
I got the last car? Okay, take me over to the microphone, please. Is there?
That's the
Yeah, wait a
last
minute.
one. That's last one. You took a hell of a jolt.
Yeah, I know.
Took a hell of a jolt.
Let me talk. I want to talk to the people. Ladies and gentlemen. It's the ankle. The one I broke in Houston. But believe me, we'll be back here tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. They're just going to take me in, x-ray. I don't think it's broken. I think it's badly sprained. I slammed up against the side of the transmission. But believe me, we'll be back here tomorrow night. At 8 o'clock sharp, we'll be back here tomorrow night. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know, man. It's his ankle again.
Ken Carter jumps cars for a living, and people like to see him do it. They come for the thrill of watching a man risk his life, watching a man fly a car and crash it at 50 miles an hour. Ken Carter's been doing that for 20 years, 3 times a week. Tonight, Ken flew a '64 Chevy 125 feet and smashed up his ankle. At 37, he knows he can't keep jumping forever. But Ken has a dream. Before he's finally through, Ken Carter wants to amaze the world. Ken's dream starts here on a street in Montreal. He has put all his money, $30,000, into this car. It's no ordinary car. It's a jet car with 7,500 pounds of thrust. World record auto jumps are measured in feet. 125, 140, even 180 feet. But Ken Carter wants to jump much further. He wants to jump a car a mile. The St. Lawrence Seaway. On one side, Canada. On the other, the United States. This is the place Ken's chosen for his mile-long jump.
As we approach the jump site here in the upper Canada Village, we're going to leave Canadian side with a jet-powered car, get approximately 300 feet in the air, and across the land over on the American side on the island where you see the red marker. Let's hope that the steamship that's going by here doesn't plan to go by on jump day. As we sit over here on the American side, we're looking across the St. Lawrence Seaway. Be a 1,500-foot takeoff ramp. Have a slow, well, right where the truck has gone by there. And of course, on a plant, about 200 square feet of roses right out in this immediate area. Matter of fact, the jump site that we're sending, this is a marker right here, will depict exactly, approximately where we're going to land. Of course, this here is rather hard and brittle, and I suppose that it would be, if it ever crashed into it, it would create a problem. So we're going to just cultivate the land and try to make it as soft a landing as possible. We're not talking about an airplane, we are talking about a car, so it's definitely going to have to crash right in this area. Mm-hmm. And of course, you know, if you're going to have a target, roses would be a rather soft target. So you know, that's something to aim for. It'd be bright, hopefully a bright sunny day like it is today. But irregardless, it's going to go rain or shine, you know.
What about the trees?
I'm glad you brought that up because they are a definite concern. We don't want to come over here and do damage to the property, and we're just going to leave the trees set where they are and try to stay away from them. But it's a very touchy situation. If we get into the trees, it could be rather disastrous. So we've got to head for the roses. You know, in 1942, Lucky Teeter was killed by his wooden ramp collapsing and a 2x4 going through his chest. So we don't definitely want anything like that happen. The tree branch could definitely do a lot of damage, so we have to stay out of the trees.
Mm-hmm. The jet car looks good and sounds better, but it'll never jump a mile. Even with all that 7,500 pounds of thrust, it doesn't have enough power. Ken knows that, but he doesn't tell the press. This car is just a gimmick to raise money, and Ken needs a lot of money, at least $250,000. So far, he doesn't have a single backer.
What do you think, Frank? You think he'll make a mile?
Hey, you want to go as passenger?
No.
Hey, we need him on the ground, man.
Yeah,
We're
right.
look after the money.
I think you're going to make it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, you might end up in New York somewhere.
No, we got to control it.
Yeah, we are going to end up in New York somewhere.
right.
New York City. Yeah.
Ken's convinced the press. He makes front-page news. And the jump is called the greatest daredevil stunt of all time. Not bad for a one-time grocery boy from the slums of Montreal.
Here's the old unemployment insurance office right here. That's where I used to come to collect my money. Unemployment insurance right there. That's where it used to be. Oh, what's there now? As far as, you know, everything changed.
Used to collect your money.
Well, you know, when you weren't working, you know, you come down there and get your 16 bucks or whatever. That's Belmont School when I went to school there. This is all so familiar. My building is still there. See, they told me it was tore down. There it is. This is beautiful. This is the third window from the second story on that building over there. That's 1544 Guy Avenue. It's not even Guy.
Ken was born here as Kenneth Gordon Polischek. He left school at 14 with only a grade 4 education and got that job delivering groceries. But Ken was ambitious. He was sure of one thing. He wasn't going to spend the rest of his life at any 9-to-5 job.
I cast a little bigger shadow now than search memory banks. It really does it. Okay. This is really far out. It hasn't changed all that much, you know. I don't think it ever will. We used to play, come out and chase whatever we could chase. Rats, cats, everything. When the snow was high, we used to jump off the top of the, was a shed. You'd store stuff in there. And for the life of me, even then, this portion of this yard was always blocked off. We could never get up on top of this roof and play, and if you did, it was a no-no. And I guess why I used to think that maybe this is where the rich people lived. You know, used to pile orange crates over here and just get up there. Maybe it was because it was boarded and you weren't allowed up there. It's because we really wanted to go. I'm a healthy specimen, and this is where I came from. And there's nothing the matter with this place. And, you know, and this is how I feel about it. You know, and somebody asked me about, what about your childhood? What about it, you know? What about the skinny, cross-eyed, bow-legged kid that used to play in his backyard? And now I'm sitting on the threshold of life. And this was home. It's a funny feeling going through me right now. We had bunk beds up here where we could all get in. And then we turn around, and here we used to sit and fight to look out the window. And in the evening, of course, it was a pretty sight too, because it was a cross up there that lit up. And the cars going up and down over the bridge. But right out here, we used to sit and fight to see who's going to look out the window. And I really don't know at what. I want to say that, you know, we're looking to see maybe what tomorrow is going to bring. We knew that there was another world beyond the track.
Ken got to the world beyond the track on a motorcycle. At 16, he rode for Joey Chitwood's Congress of Canadian Daredevils. But after only 3 weeks, he broke his leg. The Canadian Daredevils moved on with someone else on Ken's bike. But Ken didn't give up. Next year, he was back. This time with the International Hell Drivers and the All-American Daredevils, with Billy Brown, Paul Riddell, and Earl the Squirrel. He learned all the usual stunts, high and low skis, brick wall crashes, and T-bones. The dive bomber was impressive, but not good enough for Ken. He wanted to jump faster, higher, and further. He didn't know if he could do it, and there was only one way to find out. This was his very first try to jump 60 feet. Ten minutes later, he tried again. And again, and again, till he got it right. Then, he painted up an old bus and took his own show on the road. The crowds loved it, and the kids went crazy for him. Just to see him, to touch him, to talk to him. Ken Carter was becoming a star. They called him the Mad Canadian.
I remember once in jumping, I had a brush with death. And every time that I'm on the operating table, I feel that way. You know, waking up in the green room, cold. You know, just everything is green and you're frozen. And you just feel like you're waiting to go wherever you're going, hell or heaven. You know, that's what it feels like to me. I mean, you know. But I got upside down in a car one time, jumping, ran out of gas on the ramp and got hemmed in the car. And I could smell the gas. The car was upside down, the wheels were off of it, and people were trying to get me out of a hole the size of a 50-cent piece. And one guy was hollering, "Let's get the torches and cut a hole in the car." And meanwhile, I was hanging in there and just waiting for that first spark to light up the car. And it would have just, there was no way that I couldn't have put it out. I can't really think of any other one other than broken ankles, kneecaps, smashed chest when that steering in Kaukauna, Wisconsin, up there at Green Bay. When the steering wheel punched me in the chest. That was another close one because, you know, you always think in terms of the front of your body as your mechanism, you know, like the heart, the rib cage. You know, just like the business, you know, like 15 years ago, I remember guys going over the Niagara Falls in a wheelbarrow. Who wants to do that? You really, you know, I'd go and see that, but then the moment somebody got dead, I think I'd never go back. You know, I mean, I wouldn't really want to say, well, why would he do that, you know? And then you got Petit Philippe, who walks across Paris. You know, that'd be nice to see, but gee, if he ever fell, I think I'd close my eyes.
Ken jumped over 8, 10, a dozen cars. He jumped chuck wagons, cement trucks, and he got hurt. He was getting older, his bones were more brittle, and they took longer to mend. But today, Ken Carter's still on the road. Albuquerque, New Mexico, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Opp, Alabama, North Bay, Ontario. 50,000 miles a season. It's a tough life, but Ken likes it, and he makes good money. Ken has reached the stage where he could afford to take a back seat, strictly promote and manage the up-and-coming young Ken Carters. Men like Tom Berry, who with just 7 jumps under his belt is new to the game, is new to that special excitement of being a daredevil.
Appreciate a nice round of applause as he gets it right on. Yeah, I don't blame you there. Tom Berry.
Why do you like jumping?
Why? Psychiatrists have all sorts of theories and reasons and whatnot. They say everything from people having masculinity complexes to suicidal tendencies, and I really don't think it's any of those. There's a thrill involved, definite thrill you get out of it. It's a kind of a psychic ecstasy that comes from that shot of adrenaline you get when you're pushing yourself to the limits of mental and physical endurance. I was told a long time ago by my mother, of all people. She said, if life is boring, risk it.
Oh, you never seen nothing like this.
Handling good. Down the front straightaway, get the white flicker gone. He's headed for the left. I don't know. He's got it. It's beautiful. Oh, Lord have mercy. Say something.
What a ride, what a ride.
What a ride. I know what he's talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, he's on the ground. He's down now. Please, let's give him a Canadian welcome. All right. I love it. Beautiful. Fantastic. I need the jet car out, please. Jerry, okay, I'll wait until you get up. We'll bring the jet car right out. Beautiful, Tom. Super, man. Super.
Ken could make a decent living for the rest of his life, relying on others to do the jumps. But Ken has no intention of doing that. He wants the fame. He wants the glory. No small-time jump. He wants the big one. He wants the mile. For the rest of the season, Ken took the jet car wherever he went. And he was on the phone, calling promoters here, promoters there. Throughout the fall, winter, and spring, he looked everywhere for that $250,000. Without success.
Okay, how did Ken come into your life?
Through a phone call. He called me one day and said he was Ken Carter and he was a stunt driver and that he was looking for someone to manage him.
Ed Keating, sports business manager, represents players in the NFL, NHL, and Major League Baseball. A man well respected in the business and with good contacts. Ken Carter knew if he could convince Keating, all his money problems would be over.
And I simply told him that I thought he was crazy. And I didn't think that it really made a lot of sense because I didn't think he would make it, frankly. So, at any rate, he sent me up a big bundle of press kit with all kinds of news releases, pictures of this jet car, and pictures of himself and things like that, which I read through. And
I was intrigued by it, I suppose, a little bit after he sent that up, and I said, well, you know, it's not really my cup of tea, but let me think about it a little bit. And from there, I went to New York and talked to some of the networks and got some mild interest there. And then that intrigued me enough with the interest from the networks to go back and send Ken the contract and see what could be worked out with him.
Keating turned the network's mild interest into a $250,000 contract. ABC will feature Ken's jump from Morrisburg, Ontario to Ogden Island, New York, live on their wide world of sports. A year of perseverance had finally paid off.
You have to have a positive attitude about things, you know, and try to just keep going on. Just don't let these obstacles stand in your way. You know, no matter what it is you want to do, just keep doing it. And that's, to me, is if you fail at that, then you failed. Then you've lied down. You said, I give up. A lot of people run away from their problems and they want to be confronted them on another day. So you just got to keep trucking. Try to be straight with yourself. You know, this is a fabulous time that we're living in. We can do anything that we want to do, and I mean that, if you work at it hard enough.
The jump site. 50 acres of land have already been cleared for the huge crowd expected. Now they're working on the ramp. When finished, it will have a 1,400-foot runway and climb to a height of 85 feet.
Well, it's going real well. We've had a very, very rainy season, and, well, that kind of slowed us down some, but we're going to make it.
What do you think of the event?
It's the greatest thing I've ever been involved in. I've been racing for over 15 years myself, and never have I been involved in anything of the magnitude that this is.
The rain problems have caused a slight delay. The jump is scheduled for September 25th, and that's only 4 weeks away.
What about the ramp out there? And it doesn't look like much yet. What's happening? Obviously, you think it's going to be finished, but...
I don't think. I know it's going to be finished. It's a question of equipment, really, and as soon as we get the other equipment back on there, we have another 5 days of work, and we'll have it all up.
In Chicago, Dick Keller supervises the construction of the car. He designed the Blue Flame, which at over 640 miles an hour broke the world land speed record in 1970. This car he's building for Ken is a rocket car capable of 11,000 pounds of thrust, capable of flying a mile. The cost, over $100,000. Everyone's working overtime to get the car finished. 3 weeks to go. While work continues on the car and ramp, Ken gets himself ready for the jump. When the car takes off from the ramp, it will be traveling so fast that Ken will be subjected to a pull of 3 or 4 Gs. To find out how that feels, he takes a flight with stunt pilot Jim Parker. It's a short flight. After only 3 minutes, Ken is back on the ground.
How do you feel, Ken?
Oh, I had a little bit of a problem, but I'll be all right.
There's quite a bit of turbulence today, and the constant subjecting him to the turbulence plus the aerobatics, just it's a normal reaction, but he did fine.
And I tell you, you know, with the exception of getting a little sick to the stomach there, it was a magnificent ride, Jim.
You did okay.
Let me carefully get out here.
Just put your left foot right here. I'll guide you.
My
down.
bones are just... There we go. Oh,
Good deal.
thank you.
Did great.
Thank you. Woo! That is one ride, I'll tell you.
16 days to go. It's been raining on and off in Morrisburg, and ABC is starting to worry. They send Evel Knievel, the world's most famous daredevil, to check on Ken's progress.
Kind of reminds me of the canyon.
One.
Okay, Eagle, stay with the bird, stay with the bird. Had a premature shoot. You have a good shoot on you.
Come on.
Stay with the vehicle.
We're going to try to hit it, but we got an existing wind here between 5 and 7 miles per hour. If the wind gets up to 35 mile an hour, it would cancel it. Rain won't hurt it. We're gonna go.
Prevailing wind is from...
The prevailing wind is 5 to 7 mile per hour as it is now, right now, coming right out of the west.
Compensating for that on your...
We are compensating for that on the construction of the car.
How much higher is this ramp going to be?
Another 30 feet.
A lot of dirt to put in here.
Well, they're getting it all right out of there, Evil. Right there. They're getting it all right out of there. And according to John Aragoni, the construction manager, the man that's in charge who lives over in the trailer over there, tells me that they'll get it done in time. They will get it done in time.
Get the ramp done.
Yeah, get the ramp done in time. No problem.
Don't you think that this ground ought to be settled for longer than a couple of days?
Gary, look, man, I'm going to tell you, man, we've been up against it with the weather, man. The weather has been bad here.
Yeah.
We've lost. They've been out here a month with this heavy equipment. I mean, and this is all they've got done because of the weather, man. You can't get out here in the rain, and you know, they're doing the best they can, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And they're going to get it done.
Okay.
And they promised me they would get it done. And I'll do more than just cry if they don't, I'll tell you.
This looks like a dangerous jump to me, boy. You got no elevation. You got no room for error. If you come down in that water, you better have somebody get you out. Get you out in a hurry.
Okay.
Slowly going down. It has
Just cleared the rocks, thank God.
It looks like he is in the water.
I worked on my own project at the Snake River Canyon for nearly 3 years. They're trying to finish everything up here in just 2 weeks. The weather has been bad, the runway is muddy, the takeoff ramp is not built. I don't think I'd attempt to try this stunt. I think it's much more dangerous than the Snake River Canyon stunt, and I think that the time and preparation that's been put into it is much too little. This is maybe a daredevil stunt that might end all daredevil stunts.
This rocket-powered automobile is capable of reaching a speed of 270 miles an hour. Ken is going to start back there some 1,300 feet in that cow pasture, come down this runway, and 900 feet from the top of this ramp, he will reach what we call a point of no return.
After 20 years of jumping, Ken is definitely in the big time. The most famous daredevil in the world is talking about him on ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Just like an arrow.
The show reaches an audience of 20 million people.
Go over this highway.
Among them are Ken, his girlfriend Gloria, and Harry Simpson and his family.
Across the St. Lawrence Seaway and land on the other side.
We learned from Knievel. When we started on this thing, and no matter what we talked about, we started with the negative parts. We said, well, if you go into the water, what happens? Like we used Knievel as a comparison. He didn't have oxygen. We said, we're gonna have oxygen, which he has. The car, what if it sinks? No matter the best frogman in the world, you ever look at muddy waters, try to find some hard? Said, all right, flotation filled. It'll sink, but to a degree where you'll see it. You know, people say, well, what if the guy might kill himself? Take a bulldozer operator, they die too. They're occupational hazards. I believe I think we all are, in the stunt business, we all are fatalists, because we've seen too many people doing nothing die.
As I said in the interviews, and I also said in my publicity and I've been saying it for years, I still believe that Evel Knievel is the second best daredevil in the world. And I say that because I feel that I'm number one. I also feel that if you don't think in terms of win, you do not win.
Despite Knievel's reservations, and despite the fact that rain once again delays ramp construction, Ken is convinced the jump will go as planned. He hasn't come this far and overcome so many obstacles to quit now. So he goes ahead with his personal training program. The jump is 1 week away.
Well, we're here today for the purpose of training Ken Carter to drive a rocket vehicle to prepare him for his jump.
How long do you think it'll take him to learn how to drive this car?
That depends on Ken. We hope to wrap it up in six runs.
6 runs?
6 passes down the track. We hope to have him going close to 250.
What's the top speed that you've ever driven it at?
The fastest I've ever run is 242.
242, and what's that feel like?
It's pretty fast. The most exciting part is trying to get it stopped, I think, especially when the chute fails. And the first time I ran 240, the chute failed.
Do you know anything about what Ken's wants to do?
Well, to my understanding, he's supposed to be jumping Niagara Falls or someplace on the St. Lawrence River for a distance of a little over half a mile in a rocket-powered vehicle.
And what do you think of that whole thing?
I kind of wish you had asked that question. I think it's kind of crazy.
How are you guys?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Oh, all right.
Ken has never driven a rocket car. In fact, he has never driven faster than 90 miles an hour. Today, he'll try to go over 200. Captain America is a $30,000 rocket-powered funny car, fueled by pressurized hydrogen peroxide and nitrogen. You don't so much drive it. You aim it like a missile.
Beautiful. Looks just like the pictures. Matter of fact, even better.
Do you have a safety suit or anything?
No, I don't have anything at all. As a matter of fact, even my helmet is in Toronto being suited for, Keller wanted to go up there and being suited for communications. So I don't have anything. I'll have to,
I'll tell you.
it's going to be tight.
It'll be tight. Mine's comfortable on me, but tight around the waist.
It is? What's your waist?
Oh, about 32.
Oh, hell, man, I'm a 36. Well, the only thing we can do is give it a try,
right.
you know, and try it. If I have to, I'll just squeeze into it.
You really
somehow.
don't need one.
Okay, Bob.
Here, let me
Huh? What's up?
You want me to...
Okay. Ah!
Now suck in.
Okay.
Take your jeans off.
I can take, you know, if I get my clothes off, it'll fit.
I've been doing it the same way for years. It works.
Yeah.
There it goes. I've lost a few pounds just standing in it. There it is. It's a little tight fit, but I think it'll be all right.
This car is Lou's whole life. Usually, he never lets anyone else drive it. He's made a special exception for Ken. But right now, it doesn't seem such a good idea. Captain America was custom built to fit his 160-pound frame. Ken Carter's 6 foot tall and weighs 200.
Tight, huh? Oh, man. Hey, it's small. Take the suit off.
Got to get the suit off.
Right. When I sit at my shoulders, sit underneath those headpieces, see? Oh, geez, here we go.
Get me my,
Jeans?
yes, please.
That's it.
I better try to stand down here, then get in, and then pick my feet up.
All right. Slide forward. Can you get your shoulders underneath there? That's it. Now you're in there.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Good.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, put that in. Got your walkie-talkie? Can you see my finger?
No.
Can you see my hand?
Yeah. No.
Huh?
No. Yeah.
Well, that's 3 inches above the hood. You can see way in front of you. Okay, when you're ready, bash it on the wood. Make sure it's all the way down. All right, King Carter. I'm so nervous I can't talk.
Lou, that's faster than I've ever been in all my life.
Is that right? well, we're gonna go faster yet.
Oh.
But, wasn't it a nice ride?
Beautiful.
Straight, huh?
No, I've got a little, I have to bring it back.
Really?
Yeah, you got a little bit of right. I have to bring it back easy.
Well, like I said, that might be in the track, you know?
Yeah. I tell you what, hey, don't worry ever about me going racing. Don't ever have to worry about that, Lou.
1 week before the jump, Ken Carter is ready. His top speed, 255 miles an hour.
He probably ran right close to 260 miles an hour, which is faster than I've ever run in my own car.
Yeah.
But that's what we were here for, to teach the man to go fast.
Yeah. Is his car going to go any faster than that?
Yeah, from what I understand, he's supposed to leave the ramp somewhere around 270, 280 miles an hour, which is booking it down the road.
Yeah. Now that Ken has driven your car, how do you feel about it?
Much better than I did when I first got here. Like I told you in the beginning, I didn't know the man when I showed up, but I have confidence in my car and what he's into.
You think he can pull it off?
Like I said, man can do anything he's determined enough to. You know, you have to bite off a hunk and fight it till you conquer it.
Some work harder at some things. Some sacrifices are a little more than others, so therefore they deserve more. You know, if it's money, if it's glory, no matter what it may be. I always said that when I first started, I said it's money. But years went by. I knew that wasn't it. I then began its challenge. It's all a challenge. It's a challenge, and it's a starvation for popularity. Is what it is. It's an ego trip.
4 days to go. The rain at Morrisburg hasn't stopped, and the car is still in Chicago, unfinished.
A little bit of an unpleasant task that I have to do here. 12:35 p.m., I received a phone call from Ed Keating, manager for the Ken Carter jump. It is felt that as a result of some car testing, that there are 2 or 3 unknown factors which require further testing, and as a result, it has made both the engineer, Richard Keller, and Mr. Keating nervous to the degree that if they go ahead with the jump at this point in time, that the result could be fatal. I know Ken is deeply disappointed. He was dialed in to, as he says, he was dialed in to do it.
Ken has done everything he could to get himself ready, but the ramp and car problems are beyond his control. Too many things are stacked up against him, and for the first time, he feels his dream, the mile-long jump, is slipping away.
Thank you, Sid. You know, I find it difficult, probably for the first time in my life, to be able to stand here and talk to you, gentlemen of the press, ladies, because I tell you now that I know that the jump, in almost any one of my jumps, record jumps, whether it be Islip, New York, or Houston Astrodome, is dangerous. And I know for a fact that Morrisburg could have probably been more dangerous than any one of them. But that's a fact of my life. And I went out this weekend and got into a rocket-powered car called Captain America and ran and set a Canadian track record of 255 mile per hour in 6 seconds. If you think that ain't a rush for a stranger, I got some news for you. And I've done all of this. I went up in an airplane with Jim Parker and pulled 4 Gs for 3.5 seconds and got sick to my stomach, and I'm sick now. I'm 38 years old, and I can't, even my jumps of the past few years haven't been up to par, and I know that I'm getting a little old for this business. I'm dialed into September 25th, you know, that to me is a very important date. You know, there's a lot of people out there that say, why? You know, why does anybody do anything? I mean, you know, what the hell am I going to do? Go out and pump gas in a gasoline station? And I jump cars, and, you know, I'm just coming to the end of my rope, and I just can't go out and do the things I used to do 10 years ago, and neither can any one of us in this room. And
The next day, Ken leaves Morrisburg. The jump has been officially canceled. Knievel filed a negative report with ABC, and though he stopped short of calling the jump suicidal, the network decided it was too risky to broadcast live. Ed Keating and the backers had been relying on TV, not only for the revenue, but also for publicity to promote toy sales. Ken Carter dolls, cars, posters, and T-shirts. No TV exposure, no public interest. No public interest, no sales. But for Ken Carter, the jump has always meant much more than money. It was to have been the climax of his life, his big chance, probably his only chance, to amaze the world. But if everyone thought the dream was over, they didn't count on Ken's determination. Less than 12 months later, there's a new crew at the jump site. Ken's back in Morrisburg, and the jump is on again in 3 weeks' time. Over the winter, Ken did a lot of talking and found himself a new business manager, Canadian lawyer Hugh Kennedy. Kennedy did a lot of talking too and came up with new backers. This time, it will be an all-Canadian show.
How did you succeed in getting solid businessmen involved in this? I mean, are you a good talker, or is it...
Well, these people are interested in the Canadian part of it, Canadian unity part of it, and that it was a Canadian promotion as opposed to an American promotion. They're interested in doing something that would perhaps possibly bring them some money.
Mm-hmm. Now, how do you feel about the morality of the whole thing? There's a possibility he may kill himself. How do you feel? Do you ever think of that? I mean, as a...
I felt that if we did, if the group in which I am involved did not give him an opportunity, someone else would give him that opportunity, and he would go ahead and do it.
How do you feel the construction is going?
Oh, it's going really well. Right today, we're having a little problem with the rain, but the forecast is clearing, and we don't expect any problems. We have people on it who know what they're doing, who do large projects and are familiar with moving ahead, even in the rain, as you probably have seen.
This year, they're taking no chances. They have a highly qualified civil engineer on site 7 days a week.
Do you think that they could have finished this thing last year?
First of all, they had to reach a height of 85.2 feet, and right now they're around 60 feet. So they had to go high, another 25 foot high.
Do you think it would have been possible in the 4 days that they had left?
Well, I guess no way. Plain and simple.
You think you're going to be finished on time?
Oh yes, definitely.
When are you going to be finished?
Well, okay. One of the problem is the rain.
Mm-hmm.
If it's going to continue to rain from now till the 25th, then we probably will run into troubles. But hopefully it won't.
The car has been brought up to Montreal. It's all but finished. Tom Daniels and Dave Jaramba have come up from Chicago to fit on the last pieces of the chassis, the ailerons. After that, the only thing left will be the testing of the fuel tanks.
What are the ailerons for, anyway? What are they going to do?
An anti-roll, absolutely, if the car were to...
When it's off the ramp, if it should go left or right.
Yeah. Just to bring it back to level.
With the steering wheel, he can bring it back to level. And then he'll set it right down on the four wheels.
Is this car going to run?
No doubt about it.
Absolutely.
It will make it.
Yeah.
What's that?
It will make it to its destination.
Yeah?
Yes.
What do you think of this kind of stunt?
Well, we're in the construction business, and we don't jump rivers, but we're with Ken 100%.
We'll build what the customer wants.
The car's looking good, and despite the rain, the ramp construction is on schedule. There's been lots of overtime, and with 2 weeks to go, things look very impressive.
Everything in concrete. Okay. I'm not worried about it. No problems at all.
You're having a few problems at the bottom there?
No, I'm not. No, everything is okay.
No, but down there they had to do a lot of sledgehammering. Was that normal?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yes. No problem.
This came together pretty well.
It's fine.
You're happy?
You bet I am.
That's the worst part.
That's right. Now, if this is going to stand up, then we are okay.
But then, the operation hits a small snag. When Tom and Dave tested the fuel tank, it exploded and blew the front end off the car. But Tom and Dave are used to problems like this. That's why the tank was tested, to find out if the welds would hold. Dick Keller got on the phone to locate material for a new tank. In no time at all, they are back on the track.
How is this tank going to survive any better than the last tank?
All right, the test tank was built a little bit lighter than this tank because it wouldn't have to withstand the impact of the jump.
Yeah.
So after reconsidering and going to the bladder system, we went to a heavier wall tank also.
Meanwhile, at the jump site, they are lowering the final section of the ramp. But somewhere there has been a slight miscalculation. It doesn't quite fit. For the first time, the site engineer isn't talking.
Idiot. Leave me alone right now, please.
Why there's a problem?
Well, they made a mistake in the elevation on one of the footings. I think it looks like the back footing is 1 foot too high.
1 foot too high?
Yeah, now they haven't made up their mind yet what they're going to do. Either they're going to cut the steel or chip the footing.
Chip the footing.
That's what we're waiting for now.
And they're not just sitting around while they wait. They spend most of their time pulling heavy equipment out of the Morrisburg mud. The muck's everywhere, up to 4 feet deep in places. And things aren't getting any better for Tom and Dave.
Yesterday you said that this tank would absolutely not bust. Now what happened?
Yeah, I did say that. And I only brought that up from experience. The guy's built 100 tanks for us, and we've never had a failure, you know. And here we are.
And what happened? Well, tell me what happened with this tank.
Well, lack of penetration in the wells again. And when we brought the tank up to 900 pounds of pressure per square, or 900 pounds per square inch pressure, it popped open, just like a water rocket.
How do you feel about this project now after what's happened? I mean,
My personal feelings are that there's somebody trying to tell us something. I don't know, you know. Everything has really gone sour, truthfully.
I didn't expect you to come up here and put it together and everything to go right. I didn't expect anything like this.
Our experience has been, you know, 12 to 1,400 cars without a failure of any kind. You know, and here we look like a couple of dummies.
But you guys should be able to get it done by this weekend, I guess.
Sure.
Test.
We will.
So you found another tank?
No, we have located the material and it's being rolled today and should be in the area by tonight.
And this time we're going to put it together ourselves.
Right, right.
There's only one way to get the job done right, and that's to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And they did, and it blew up too. This time Tom and Dave offered no explanation. They gave up and went back to Chicago, leaving the car without a fuel tank. Once again, the jump was canceled. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is where Ken has his winter home.
Bob Truex, please. Oh, Bob.
He still hasn't given up on the big jump. but he's always looking for new projects.
The next project would be Bob Truex, Ken Carter, hopefully to first civilian astronaut. Now that's your plan, isn't it? All right, first civilian astronaut in space. It'll probably exceed that million that we were talking about, but I don't know right now.
This property is held in the name of Kenneth Gordon Polishchuk. That's still Ken's legal name. But Polishchuk is more than that. Polishchuk is a distinct part of Ken's personality. Polishchuk is the promoter who does all the wheeling and dealing. Carter is just the guy that jumps.
But Kenneth Gordon Polishchuk and Ken Carter are now beginning to find out just exactly what their positions are with one another. This was Kenneth Gordon Polishchuk, promoter's residence. Now, Ken Carter and Kenneth Gordon Polishchuk have become closer together. Now it's getting down to the wire, whereas some of the news media is saying, has Kenneth Gordon Polishchuk cut off a little more than Ken Carter can chew now?
Can you speak to someone being Ken Carter and then feel a real change and speak to someone as Kenneth Gordon Polishchuk?
No, I think Polishchuk is always at the foreground. He's the one that goes into the racetrack promoter, calls him on the telephone, says, "Hello, I'd like to use your racetrack to set a world record and bring the television people in with me." And then in the evenings sometimes, like when I'm by myself, the Carter situation occurs again. Says, "Really, have you, this what you really want?" You're second guessing him, Like, I wanted to do a jump here for the news conference, and Polishchuk, along with the rest of my people, are saying, it's a little too close to the jump. Yeah. Let's not do anything. What if you get hurt in the press conference? And before Carter would say, what do you mean hurt? I've been hurt before. Now he's starting to say, wait a minute, a lot of people are here at the news conference. Well, they wouldn't want me to pull up here in an ambulance and get in the vehicle and try it. So, yeah, there's more concern. I think Carter and Polishchuk are getting closer and closer together.
Do you think you're crazy?
Oh, no. No. Did they go back to Columbus again? When he said the world was round, they locked him up in jail when they got back. So, I mean, anybody that does anything out of the realm of what we think is ordinary, like a 9-to-5 job, working on a fire truck, no, I don't think so. I think that it's one hell of a challenge, and I believe that we're going to be successful with it. If I thought that I was going to die in the St. Lawrence River this coming summer, I would not do it.
The jump's been rescheduled for next July. The car has been brought down to Florida, complete with brand new fuel tank. At last, it's ready for its first test run. Everyone's here, except Ken. He's with Kennedy and the backers. Costs are escalating, and the backers demand Ken put his money on the line. They'll all spend the rest of the day locked in a motel room, fighting it out.
Let's go 23.
That's out of the perimeter. That'll be okay, Tom.
But the testing is in good hands. Crew chief and test driver is Slammin' Sammy Miller. He has his own rocket car and the world record for the quarter mile. For the very first run, Sammy will try to hit 270 miles an hour. With the enormous thrust of the rocket engine, it won't take long to reach that speed. Slightly less than 5 seconds. But up to now, the car has never moved an inch under its own power, and nobody is really sure it ever will. They've lost 3 tanks already in testing, and there's no guarantee this one won't go the same way and blow the car to pieces. Nothing seems to bother Sammy. He's okay. But the car has taken some damage.
Hey, Sammy! You okay? What happened?
The engines worked fine, but the ailerons, which are intended to stabilize the car in the air, created steering problems on the ground.
She started flying just about 3/4 mark. She got up around 250, 260, I figure. Started to lift a little bit. I think it might be a crosswind coming across the racetrack. A little nervous, but we're fine. There's no problem. The car didn't take a hard shot. Everything's cool inside. Your camera's off, your tape recorder's off. And I said hello to you. I don't know if you hear it when I hit the wall.
What did it do? Start lifting or what?
Yeah, it started to fly a little.
Start to fly.
Yeah.
How fast were you going, you think?
I figure about 260.
260?
Yeah, I tried to correct it before I hit the chutes because the chutes can put her out a little bit. Well, I started to lose it, and I figured I better get the silk out.
Yeah.
But she's okay.
How about them wings?
That's cool. All right, let's get the garbage picked up. Let's get her cleaned up and get a trailer up here for her.
The car has taken over a year to build, cost over $100,000. Yet, there still seems to be serious design problems. But Sammy plays them down.
Basically, it grabbed the chute and moved her. You know what I mean?
So the chutes
Felt
all
pretty-
of a sudden go off to one side.
Felt pretty stable. She had a lot of control on it. I still had control going backwards. And that just goes to show you, like when Ken does do the jump, we repair it. It's minor damage that he will survive the jump and will make the jump. I've got no doubt in my mind after going through this crash and handling the car that he can make it. And this doesn't stop anything. It's just minor. It's an incident, we'll call it, okay? But everything works well, and the car will make the trip. It's in fine condition. It's just minor stuff. It's a fiberglass body, and it's stout. The car handled well and everything. We had a little problem with it. I think it might be the crosswind today or whatever. But we're looking good. We'll check it all out. But the car will make that jump in. It will crash and make it or land on the wheels. That sucker is stout. The more I drive it, the more faith I get in it. And I'm alive and well. Okay.
For all of Sammy's confidence, the only place the car went was back to the shop. Though Ken finally agreed to put up everything he owned as collateral, the backers could not raise enough money to make an attempt in all of the fourth year.
Why we came to Santa Area to invite the press out here is to try to bring you up to date about the program. And now we're going to go ahead with the jump, and it's going to happen, but we're not too sure on the exact time. It's going to be either Labor Day weekend, or say the Tuesday or Wednesday after Labor Day weekend, or it could be possibly tomorrow afternoon. So I really don't know, when it's going to happen.
Okay, Ken, there's not going to be any public out there. You're not selling tickets.
We are not selling tickets at this time. However, that can change. I would prefer to say to you that there will be no ticket sales out there, simply because of the problems that we're having with safety. If you get 100,000 people out there, 50,000 people out there, you're going to have a problem. And the problem that we're afraid of is if something goes wrong out there, we don't want to be responsible. There's too many liabilities.
This year, there are additional backers and enough money to redesign the car, but not much more. Certainly not enough to stage a big event with a live crowd. Instead, the backers decide to film the super jump and sell their movie all over the world. Everyone agrees it's a better investment. Everyone, that is, except Ken. He feels making the biggest jump of all time with no one there is stupid. But Ken's outnumbered.
We're gonna let Ken just do a little short blast here, and then I'll probably come back and take it out a little harder, see if it'll leave hard with the engines.
Ken is driving with a handicap. 4 weeks ago, he broke his wrist jumping 12 chuck wagons, and he's still wearing a cast. But this year, Sammy's being careful. The car is tested at low speed without body and ailerons. Each time, Sammy gives it a little more juice. Every run is perfect. The next day, more tests. The car is complete with body and wings, and for this run, it's set to do 250. About the speed it was going when it went out of control in Florida. Nobody tells Ken he'll be going that fast. Sammy doesn't want to worry him. Ken's in for quite a jolt.
Well, Ken, how'd it feel?
Just like you said it was going to run.
Yeah, super, huh?
Now, what do you got to ask? What's that?
Oh, that's just a little fuel. It just goes away. I wanted to tell you something.
No, don't tell me. I already know.
I lied to you.
Yeah, I know you did. But the chute came out, and I started to get a little... How much did you lie?
You're over 250.
Ride was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I had to do that.
No, that's all right. It's okay. It's in your hands, you know. I mean, you're
Yeah,
the
well,
teacher.
see,
You
I
figured I could handle it, otherwise you
Yeah.
wouldn't give it to me, you know.
How fast was
But she was nice. She was very nice.
I told Ken he was going to be around 215, 220, maybe 230, depending if we run out of fuel. One of the reasons I did that was we're at a deadline right now. Ken's got a jump he's got to do. I know the car will work fine. I know Ken trusts me, but that was I took a shot on Ken's ability, and it paid off. Ken is capable, very capable, and congratulations.
Thank
It
you,
was super
Sammy.
pass.
Thank you.
Ken's on his way to the big jump at last.
It's ready. Are you ready?
The car is brought to Morrisburg for the very last tests. The ramp's supposed to be completely finished, but today, Ken learns that isn't quite true. The surface is slightly bumpy. Sammy says it's nothing serious, but Sammy's lied to Ken before. The test run could hardly be called a complete success. But Sammy's under pressure from the backers to get things moving. Their money is running out. Ken is worried. The bumps weren't the only reason he had trouble controlling the car.
Where'd Sammy go? Hey, Sammy. I was looking for my white line. I got late on everything. Really late.
Yeah.
I got to go by Mark's in the highway. I can't.
I'm
it
not
ran
open
out of
for
fuel.
comment right now.
No, it ran
out of fuel right where I told you.
No, it ran out of fuel.
Right where I
Right
told
where you
you.
said it would run. It did. I got by him, but I didn't get to shoot out at all.
Well,
I was late getting it out.
Well, it's okay because you're a jump man. You're not a race car driver. Everything was fine. The car looked fine. It handled fine. I didn't want you to experience the bump and the ramp till we worked on it tonight, but it's fine. Car handled well.
You're
worked
right.
fine.
You're right about that.
I didn't want you to feel the bumps.
It got lift.
Yeah, but you see, you're not under power. See, at that point, you're just coasting and rocking and weaving. When you're under power, you won't feel it because the power's planting you. It's going to drive you. You won't even. It'll be like this under power, where it was like this just then.
Okay.
Under power, it's going to be like this.
All right.
You won't even know it. First hop, and before you realize it, you're off the end of the ramp. Fine.
I need them white lines.
Well, you don't need them because tomorrow you have white lines. You'll be off for whenever. Next month, whenever you can do it, the parachute gets here, you'll be off.
Hey, Sammy Miller!
Next day, the jump site is deserted, but it's not because of the rain. The backers got wind of a new deal Ken and Hugh Kennedy have secretly made with a group from Hollywood. They were furious and left in the middle of the night, taking the crew with them. Ken's upset about the way things have been handled up to now, especially the fact his big jump has been getting no publicity. He also hopes the new group will make the jump a live event and bring in the crowd he's always wanted.
I've worked on it for 5 years, and yet we had a press conference here, fired that car on the ramp, and there was nobody here. I mean, something's wrong. I hold a press conference in Los Angeles, and it hits the front pages all over the world. We hold a press conference in Morrisburg, and nobody shows up. What the hell am I doing? I'm fixing to get in this car, and who knows, get dead for all I know. I could be dead at the end of that ramp. That car can never get off the ramp, and I could be dead. We're talking about something that's going to happen, yet I'm sitting out here with nothing. I got a budget here. I need 50 grand to finish it. And I'm telling you now that I'm staying here until it's done, and the press is going to pick this thing up, and that test run with that car up to the edge of the ramp, which shoots open before I go. It'll be on the front page of the Montreal Star before I leave. And it should be. Holy Christ, man, what are we doing? We're jumping a mile in a rocket car. It's never been done, and it never will be done ever again. So that's where it's at, and we're going to get it done this week.
10 minutes later, Ken left the site. While he's away, the car disappears, and the backroom wheeling and dealing between all the various backers begins. There's bitter infighting, threats of legal action and counteraction before everything is sorted out.
Look real tight. Yeah, go straight, turn it off a little bit.
Finally, Hollywood comes to the Rideau Canal.
Okay.
Their film starts with Ken Carter in training.
Turn around and bring it back.
The fact that Ken has never done any training in his whole life is not considered important,
That's great.
just as long as it looks real on film.
Right hand down.
Okay, Ken, coordinate your paddling a little bit. Right, left, smooth it out some. You're going against the current there. Go a little harder.
Kenny Powers, stunt driver and a good friend of Ken's, volunteers to be kayak coach.
All right.
Lay back. Try to get some balance, coordinate. It'll help you out.
They've even written a script for Ken to follow. It never occurred to Hollywood that Ken Carter's real life is more bizarre than anything they could imagine.
I suppose balance would help you, but I don't do it for that. Relax. I don't know how to do it. I mean, put it this way, you know, whatever has to be done. Whatever has to be done. You know, if riding a bike, if it takes to jump the St. Lawrence Seaway to ride a bicycle, I don't care if somebody's carrying it, I'll ride it. You know, whatever I got to do to, you know, to get the job done. And actually, I'm glad that somebody else has taken over all my problems and worries. And here I am sitting in a kayak, something I never thought I'd ever be in. I can't swim where the leg. But here I am, and you know something? It's relaxing. I'm looking forward to going down on the St. Lawrence.
All right, now, you ready?
You're on that bicycle. When I get your ass in Japan, I'm not going to be on the bicycle. I get on the bicycle the next time. Watch out for that pole. Okay, guys.
At last, the sequence is in the can, and Ken's got to get back to serious business. This is the big day, September 26th. The ramp's ready, the car's ready, Ken's ready, and the weather's perfect. There's only one thing missing, Ken's live audience. To keep their film exclusive, the Hollywood backers even refuse to notify the press. They want Ken to make the biggest jump of his life in secret. And Ken has finally, reluctantly agreed.
So you finally got here?
Yeah. They finally decided what they're going to do.
Right. How's it look to you?
Well, it looks really good. I haven't really had a chance to, I want to go up on top and take a look at it.
Yeah.
Eyeball it down through here.
What do you think of the parachute thing? I mean, is that all set now, do you think?
No, I think
Any
we...
problems?
I haven't really been over to the car yet to find out.
Yeah.
Jim Deast, one of the most respected men in racing, designed the parachutes for the car. He's been flown in from LA, especially for the jump.
Here and see what it looks like. Gonna walk up it? Yeah.
Kenny Powers takes him and Dar Robinson for their first look at the ramp. Dar is the Hollywood stuntman who jumped off the 1,800-foot CN Tower in Toronto for a movie. For a long time, he's relied on Jim Deast's parachutes.
You know, when we sat over on the island and we were talking about the jump, there was no ramp here. It was a piece of land that we leased. And I said, well, one day there's going to be a ramp there. And Forte looked at me and said, you're right. And here we are, 4 years later.
Yeah.
The one thing about all of this is that I hope that the seriousness of it all and the end result lets people know that Ken Carter, the daredevil, as compared to Ken Carter or Kenneth Gordon Polishek, it was all a dream, and it's come true. And here we are, within minutes of it happening. And my crew is here. I'm happy. I've got dynamite people, as you very well know. The whole thing is just great.
Yeah.
It's lovely. I'm looking for a world record. I'm looking for the ultimate statement. Ken Carter, world's greatest daredevil. Really, that's what it's about.
This isn't the way the wind's supposed to be blowing, is it?
No,
They planned on it.
way.
Yeah, they always figured it'd be blowing this way. It's going with us right now. Well, she's blowing that way, isn't it?
It's blowing like this now.
Yeah.
Usually
like
it blows
that.
like this.
I'm not afraid of the jump because I've done too many. And this is just another jump. I know it's longer and it's higher and it's faster, but it's just another jump. Kenneth Gordon Polishek came in and rented the property. off of Wilfred Zern for a challenge for a guy by the name of Ken Carter. And I've accepted it. And I've got all the engineers and all the people with me. So it's right. The weather's beautiful, the timing is right. For those that don't understand, the cart ahead of the horse in 4 years, they should know by now. Rome was not built in one day. And this is it.
I would have figured that he probably just missed the island a little bit if he gets a good high deployment of canopies. Because he will have some sort of drift factor, which will make it nice for the car. The car is prepared to float. So it's just a matter of where the wind's going to take him. Looking good.
It's 2 o'clock. The jump is to go at 4. The finishing touches are made to the ramp. The safety experts check the parachutes.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? $1 million. It's a big dream, Bob. You've been here since the beginning, haven't you?
Yeah.
When you think of all the broken bones, right up until just a few months ago on July 31st in Edmonton. 12 chuck wagons, wow.
Today's event is so big that the Seaway authorities have agreed to hold up shipping until 5 o'clock. They've even slowed the current in the river, so that if Ken doesn't make it to the island, the rescue will be easier. Jim Deast and Dar Robinson finish packing the parachutes. It's 3 o'clock, time to fuel the car. But the rest of the crew refuse to work. They suddenly decide they haven't been paid enough money and demand another $27,000 in cash. The backers start looking for the money. They hold a meeting. The technicians hold a meeting too. And the drivers hold their own meeting. Everyone else just stands around, waiting. The backers are having problems. Hard cash isn't easy to find in Morrisburg. The police wait. The firemen wait. The helicopter and camera crews wait too.
The only thing that we're contend with here is fire. Hydrogen peroxide fuel is 90% proof.
The only guy doing anything is Ken. He's still confident the jump will go. And he wants to make sure the firemen realize just how dangerous the hydrogen peroxide fuel is and what to do in case of an accident.
Sure, so if anything should go astray here, I mean, you gotta wet it now. And I mean, if that tank goes, you got 57 gallons of fuel. Boy, I'll tell you, you'll have a fire here you won't believe.
We got 500 gallons of wire in the truck charged. We got the pond over here sitting, lots of wire there. So
okay, you got 500 gallons in there?
Sitting there charged and 2 portable pumps. You got a
all right.
675 and a 515.
I'd wish you'd talk to Sammy Miller, though. He is the man in charge down there of the rockets, and he knows the fuel. And get with him and make a decision on how close you should be. It's only once I hit the pedal, once the pedal is down, then you don't have to worry about it because the fuel is coming out of the back. But while it's sitting here with 650 pounds PSI, along with 57 gallons of fuel, it's the most dangerous about the whole damn jump. If it does come apart, you got to get inside the car with the water. That's where I'm at.
The $27,000 still hasn't arrived, but the crew agree to remove the barricade at the top of the ramp. The ramp is ready. If the car was fueled, Ken could go. But the shadows are getting longer. It's getting late. Finally, at 5 o'clock, the money arrives. The car is fueled, and Sammy makes the last test run. The car is fine. Everything's ready.
All right, the man's here.
Ken pumps himself up, getting the adrenaline going. The boredom of the afternoon is gone. The delay, forgotten. Only one thing matters now. After 5 long years, Ken Carter is going to jump. One last rehearsal of the blast-off sequence.
Countdown. 3, 2, 1, 0. Hit. Right pedal. Red marker behind your shoulder. Left pedal. Got it. Turn the big motor off. Off the end of the ramp. Run out. Middle pedal.
The rescue boats are ready and in position. Everything is set.
As far as your steering goes, you look out the window. You'll, once you're airborne, you're kind of like cruising an airplane.
Yeah. The whole thing is loaded up, so I gotta be careful getting in here, right? Yeah. So I just get this pedal.
At 6:45, Ken climbs into the car.
What? Sammy, how long before we go? 5-10 minutes.
The seaway has been reopened and ships are coming through at 3-minute intervals, but that's not going to stop them. News of the jump has leaked. The roads around are blocked with traffic. Police are worried about safety, but that's not going to stop them.
It's the best time, Ken. The line's good, the air's good, you still. It's a party. Party, just take it down.
20 seconds to go. 15 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Abort! 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 Sammy! Get me out of here! Sammy, I can't see! Leak! Leak! In the car! In the car! What went wrong? The fire are coming. Hold on. Call the fireman off. Call the fireman off. Everything is okay. I repeat, everything is under control. Ken's all right.
Sammy.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, I've never seen anybody more ready to do it. I'm just...
How long, Sammy? What do we got?
we got tomorrow morning, whenever you guys feel comfortable, get a good night's sleep, a good whatever you want in the morning, rest. It's going to be hard to rest.
What was it? What was it? I hollered at you. You were standing here. What the hell was that leak?
It was a self-vent.
Sammy.
From the outside.
Sammy. Jeez.
I only opened it from the inside.
I nearly had a heart attack.
Okay, you're cool though.
I nearly had a heart attack.
Yeah, I could hear you
Honey,
up there.
Where were you?
Right there.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Ken was really psyched up. He was really ready for it. We talked. He was very conditioned. He was all set. Had the pressures up, and a seal blew on the regulator. Loader regulator sets the dome regulator, and she dumped all the pressure out the backside of the dome. Had he gone, he would have had a heart burst here and had no power off the ramp and not made it. So I yelled to him, abort it, stop, and jumped in the car. No.
The broken valve is a small problem. It was really the 3-hour delay waiting for the $27,000 that destroyed any chance of the jump going today.
I'm making the decision right now that it's too dark for Ken to do it and have me in 10, 15 minutes for me to repair it. So I just as soon get a good night and do it.
What happened? We aborted, right?
Yeah, dome regulator bended him.
Okay.
No, he's a super guy. He's ready, he's super, no problem, everything's under control.
So we'll just do it in the morning.
First thing in the morning. You really don't want to stand around the back of the car or really get too close to it. So if you could back up, it would be really beneficial for all. Okay? The car is still armed.
Yeah, so I mean the car is still armed. Please, let's go in the trailer. I'll walk through, okay?
Stay back, please.
Maybe Ken was lucky. This is only 5 minutes after he was due to jump. No one ever imagined that Ken would be jumping in the dark, and the rescue boats carried no searchlights.
Okay, scared the shit out of me.
But you can still do it, eh?
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah,
What
I know,
scared
it's
me was
scary.
that goddamn
Yes,
leak.
I was listening to you.
Oh.
I heard you. I ran it, you know. But let's go in a minute. Jesus. Okay, please? Yeah. Come on out. Yeah, come on out, please. Please. Yeah, just relax. Are we going tomorrow?
No, we're not going tomorrow.
You're not going
No, because I had a bar mitzvah at 6 o'clock I got to do. Okay? I got Georgie Jessel coming, Raquel Welsh, and then we have,
Sounds like it's going to be a bus.
No. Here? You're
Oh,
kidding.
Okay, no step.
You want some serious?
So what's happening? I mean, where's Charlie?
Charlie's back at the hotel.
Yeah.
Um,
We're going to meet back there and we're going to find out what's going on?
Find back going on, and we shouldn't talk about it anymore because, you know, I think this thing's bugged. You know, you want to know the truth? Do I feel funny about it? I feel very funny when I'm sitting out there and I can't see the ramp in the boat and I'm talking to Ralph, going, "Can you see anything?" I'm glad it was off because it was.
Meeting soon.
Yeah, we should have a meeting in about 10 minutes. It was good. Let's get our gear back and get back there.
Three, two, one, go. 1, 2, 3.
It took a week to get everything reorganized. But on October 3rd, Ken's back at the ramp.
9 seconds. Abort.
Today, the weather's not good. It looks like rain. But the Hollywood backers are desperate. Their money's running out. Every time they bring their 20-man film crew to the site, it costs them $25,000. To save money, the ground crew's been cut to the absolute minimum.
1, go. 2, go. 3, go. 4, go. Abort. Oh, okay. All right. But I'm listening for abort.
The rescue operation has been whittled down from a barge with a crane, 2 high-powered speedboats, and 6 frogmen to 2 guys in a rubber boat. And the Seaway authorities aren't playing today either. It's traffic as usual. Even the cows on the island are not cooperating. They have to be shooed away from the landing area.
Oh, no.
Ken doesn't look too concerned,
Anticipate that.
but he doesn't seem to be in any hurry either.
I won't see the ramp. Surprisingly so, I won't see the ramp. I'll see the white line.
Last time, there were 8 firemen here, with a fire engine and a 500-gallon pumper. Today, there's 1 kid, a tow truck, and a 25-gallon water can. And the kid's getting pretty bored. At last, Ken seems ready. Last week's crowd hasn't come back. There are less than 50 people here today.
Ken is just now loading into the car. So I think looks like we gotta go, guys. We've gotta go.
Ken's girlfriend Gloria is here, waiting nervously. Hugh Kennedy's nervous too, but for another reason. The rain's very near. 15 minutes later, Ken's strapped in the driver's seat. But nothing's happening.
Okay, now Vern, underneath his armpits there should be...
The helicopter is in position. Everyone's waiting for the countdown. Ken's still busy adjusting the safety harness, checking and rechecking the walkie-talkies.
Just keep tugging it.
Everyone else just waits and waits. 45 minutes go by, and then it rains. The crew try to dry the track with the helicopter, but that doesn't work. So, the meetings begin. Hollywood meetings, driver meetings, camera meetings, and very heavy meetings. They don't stop the rain, but they do make some plans. After half an hour of steady rain, the jump is canceled once again.
What do you think of this weather? Morseburg weather?
Here. You know, we've been around here for about 4 years. What can I say? You know, the thing about it is, I was talking with Vern Anderson and George, and we know in 1967, I don't know where you ever met this guy, but in 1967, a fellow by the name of Doug Rose with the green monster jet car. Jet car has no pistons, same as this, all thrust. On a track just like this, it was less wet than this is. He got sideways. Good friend of mine, 1960 at Lakeland, Virginia. Today, he has no legs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we came here to do this thing. We're going to do it right. They just didn't give us a break today.
Yeah.
Ken's right. The jump's dangerous enough, even when conditions are perfect. He survived 20 years in the daredevil business by not taking unnecessary chances. And maybe tomorrow, the weather will improve.
The only thing I got to say to the lovely people in New York is I hope nobody's having breakfast there at the kitchen table, because if I come in on the roof, it ain't gonna bother me. It's wide open and go. I always like the state of New York, so I'm sure I hope they like me when I get there.
You gonna take a walk?
Today, there are even fewer people at the jump site. The cameras are rolling on Kenny Powers, There's no sign of Ken Carter. Ken Carter is in Ottawa, just an hour away from the site. It's raining here, and it always rains in Morrisburg. So to him, it looks like there'll be no chance for a jump today. Ken's with Hugh Kennedy and the backers, talking about the future, dreaming of a European tour and a trip to Japan. Everyone's happy to let Ken talk.
I think at this point, we get him.
Meanwhile, at Morrisburg, the cameras are still focused on Powers.
Todd, Todd, let's go. Come on.
During the night, the backers made a decision.
Let's go.
They think that Carter's lost his nerve, and they're afraid he'll never jump. So, they decided to pull him out of the car and get Powers to jump in his place. Powers gives the official reason for the switch.
Well, Bob, you know how Ken's bones are. They've been broken a lot. His left wrist was broken into Houston Astrodome in January. We went ahead about, in the summer there, he did a ramp-to-ramp in Edmonton over the 12 chuck wagons. He hit awful hard, he broke it again. He took the cast off himself. And if everything don't function, you're in a world of trouble. I'm praying and hoping that I can make everything function and give it the best shot that I got. In fact, we'll know in about 15 minutes. The countdown was too long. I think it was too long. You get to thinking about it, looking at it, forget that. I know I'm going off of it. I don't have to sit there for 2 or 5 minutes and think about it. 10-second countdown.
Yeah.
That's all I need. If I'm not ready in 10 seconds, I'll never be ready.
Yeah.
The only way I want to hear shoots, if I get sideways, upside down, or backwards, let me go as long as I'm going.
Right.
Give me shoots as a last resort. I want that island. To be truthful with you, I want off the end of the ramp.
Yeah.
But I want that island too. So it's a joint thing. And I'm gonna give it hell.
Kenny Powers has been working for Ken Carter as a stunt driver for 10 years. He's jumped more than 200 times and broken his back twice. Now he has to wear a special brace when he jumps. But today he's forgotten it, and he's going to jump without it. Everyone's in a hurry. They're all worried that Ken Carter will find out what's happening. If he does, they know he'll come storming down to stop the jump. But for the backers, it's now or never. They finally run out of money.
All right, guys, my advice is to get off the ramp if you don't want no tire tracks on you.
Today is the last day.
All right, the lights are green, and let's get ready and go.
Hey, Kenny, it's Mark.
Okay.
Somebody up on top of the ramp.
All right, somebody get them down. We're getting ready to perk here and go. I want to go.
Okay, we're coming up the river now on the boat. We see you. You're going up there. The dock is about 500 feet.
Yeah, Kenny, here's Jim. You want to say hello to Jim?
Jim? All right, is the doctor there?
Roger, we got a paramedic.
All right, it's go. The light's green. Let's get it on. I'm going to get the motors perked right now. I'm ready to go.
We are in position. We are ready. The helicopter's in position.
Got a paramedic out there.
Every time I do a jump, Bob, I always say a little prayer.
Yeah.
I've already said one. And I'll say another one right now. Hope God's with me.
There's no waiting today. It's a race against time. The rain is moving closer, and Ken Carter could arrive any second.
Somebody go to the motorhome. Tell him he's perking the engines now.
They're being perked right now, guys.
5 minutes, if that, till go.
There's less than 5 minutes to go.
Kenny's young wife, Donna, stays close to him. At 3 this morning, he recorded a tape for her to play, in case he's killed.
See that chopper up there? I hope I make him look like he's sitting on the ground.
Yeah, that's what we need. Well, we're looking for 309 feet, something like that. Yeah, everybody's clear.
You guys ready to sit?
They'd better be, because Kenny is ready to do it. It doesn't matter to him how small the crowd is.
Go!
go. Let's do it. Do it now. Let's go.
Radio test.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Thank you, he's got it.
Dave?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, he's ready, so let's forget it.
No long countdown today. The rescue boat is ready. The chopper is ready. The crowd is ready. But most of all, the driver, Kenny Powers, is ready.
In you go, Steven. What's wrong? Move it. We're all checked up here. We can't see what's happening. What's happening, Jim? Tell me what's happening. The parachute's open? Will somebody please tell me what's happening? Please, come in.
Give him some air.
The car did not perform like it should have off the end. Kenny's okay. They got him on the ground over here laying down. Something minor here. Harry Simpson is waiting over to...
Kenny Powers' problems started on the ramp. The bumps which had worried Carter made the car bounce, cracking the fiberglass body. Powers was thrown around inside the cockpit and he couldn't keep his foot on the pedal. As a result, the car, which was supposed to leave the ramp at 270 miles an hour, was only going 180. There was not enough thrust to make the trip. The wind caught the car, ripping off parts of the cracked bodywork, causing the parachutes to deploy ahead of schedule. This was fortunate. They saved Kenny Powers' life. Powers has broken 8 vertebrae. He has 3 cracked ribs and a fractured wrist. In his 9-second flight, Kenny Powers flew a distance of only 506 feet.
For years, you know.
Don't open the door.
Ken?
No. They have cameras. Do you want
Ken, I
to?
want to talk to you.
What the hell do you want?
I just want to talk to you,
Get
Ken.
the out of here.
What?
I'll tell you something. You use that you're all going to jail.
Look, it's not...
You're all going to jail. Come on
Ken,
in here.
Ken.
Come on in here. You come in here.
No.
Come in here.
Did you know about this, Fortune? Did you know about this?
That's not right. I know it's your job. I'm sorry.
We're not exactly enjoying it.
I'm sorry. I really don't mean to be rude. You know,
I understand. Listen, I understand you. I understand you completely.
No, he didn't know about it.
It doesn't make a difference.
5 hours after Kenny Powers went off the end of his ramp in his car, Ken Carter cooled off enough to talk about it.
Okay, Ken, can you tell me what happened today and why you weren't there? You started off with Charlie Fisher this morning?
No, there was supposed to be a meeting last night, and I didn't want to meet last night. I wanted to spend some time with the crew because we knew bad weather was coming, you know, and I wanted to spend some time with the guys. So we did. We had dinner, and I made arrangements to meet with Hugh Kennedy and Charlie Fisher this morning at 8:30. We met. We discussed the possibility of the European tour, and we got into the fact that the people in Europe didn't want me to get hurt, and they didn't want me going over there in a wheelchair. And right then I got the idea of what they were saying. What they were saying was they wanted somebody else to jump that ramp.
Yeah. Did they ask you about that? Did they ask you about Ken Powers?
Oh yeah, they never mentioned Ken Powers. They mentioned the fact that they wanted to have somebody else jump. And then I said, "Are you talking about Kenny Powers?"
Yeah.
And they said yes. I said to him, "He's not qualified. He is not qualified to jump. He's a good stuntman, but he's never been over 100 miles an hour, and he's never been in that car at 260 miles an hour."
You think that was dangerous for them to do that?
Yes, definitely. It was wrong. It was definitely wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say to you that what happened to Kenny Powers would not have happened to me.
After 5 years and over $1 million, this is the end of the greatest daredevil stunt of all time. Everyone is certain of that. Everyone except one man, Ken Carter.
This is my dream. This is the end of my dream. I don't care if I never jump again, but this I'm going to do. This is my dream. I created it. I built it, I designed it. Nobody ever jumped a car a mile. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I want to do. And that's what I'm going to do. The thing about it is it's something that you only dream about. What can I do, jump 18, 19 cars, 20 cars, go out there and bust more bones? You're right, I'm getting too old, but not old enough to do this one. I'll do this one. I won't retire. We can travel around and let the kids, I'll teach the children like the Eagles said, but I'll teach them because they believe in me. This is next. It's the final. It's the ultimate thing. What can you do with a car other than this? No. It's my dream.
So the dream of a lifetime slipped out of your hands, and you seem to be back where you started. So you pick up your vision, to hell with the cause, 'cause a man and his dream can't be parted.
Now I'm in it all by myself. It started and it's ending the way it began. By myself, in a car, with a field full of people, spectators that came to see a guy do his thing. I want to get it done.